Hello, I'm Evan from Hill People Gear, and what we're going to do here today is talk to you about how to get your kit bag fit, how it works with a pack, and also what I carry in mine. We have a wide range of kit bags, and that's all covered in different video. Today, the bag that I'm going to be working with to start with is the Recon kit bag with one of our medium bino pouches mounted on the front. Alright, so the kit bag is designed to ride essentially right here on your chest, between your collarbones and your diaphragm. We want you to be able to breathe really well, and so that's kind of where it's meant to ride. I know a lot of people end up running with it down here. I've seen ladies who run with it here. You know, whatever works for you is fine, but what I'm going to go through is how to have it kind of high and tight, which is my preference and the way it was designed. So basically, the first thing you have to do is kind of set the height adjustment, and that's based on where the top straps are here. And for me, I have a 46-inch chest. This is about right. As you can see, there's a whole lot of takeout. If you're a really big dude, you might end up running these out. But once you get this adjustment set, you pretty much shouldn't mess with it, because that basically sets how far from your back to your front the thing should ride. The side adjustments then are what you may end up loosening and tightening every single time. And right now I have this set just for wearing without a pack, and I'll explain a little bit more what that's about. So at any rate, to put your kit bag on, there's the single buckle on the side. You simply put it on over your head like this, and then you reach back and you get this and buckle it in. So again, you want it riding here between your clavicles, your diaphragm, and that's going to have it in such a way that the back of this is way off your neck. It should not be riding up on your neck like this. Obviously, if you have more weight, you're going to be fighting that some, but the way to fix that is to tighten here on the sides. You've already set the vertical height, and now you're just tightening it so it rides where it needs to. If I'm going to be wearing this under a pack, and I'll go into a little bit more detail, typically I'll leave these somewhat loose, and I'll show you why in a minute. But for just wearing by itself, not mounted to a pack at all, this is how it goes. Now, there's a whole lot of things that folks end up carrying in their kit bags. I'll also go into that in a minute. But originally, the design intent was a way to carry a concealed pistol. Every kit bag has a pistol compartment at the very rear that's concealed. And the way that you need to prep that for drawing is, whichever side you're going to open from, you need to stage the two zipper pulls of the pistol compartment over the strap, on each side of that strap. Now, some folks will leave it much more open like this so that they can grab the whole corner. For me, I just leave these things staged just like this. And I'm going to walk through this slowly. As far as speed is concerned, we have guys, federal agency guys, local law enforcement agency guys, all making their qual times out of a kit bag. So you're not going to have a problem getting a quick draw if you spend time with it, but I'm going to go through it slowly. So I'm a right-handed dominant shooter. So the process for me is to reach over with my support hand, and there's a couple things you can grab. It's designed that you can grab the zipper pulls, so I'm reaching across with my support hand and the zipper pulls. I'm yanking it open while I acquire with my shooting hand. Now, a note here, a lot of people say, hey, what kind of holster should I put in the kit bag? Well, a holster is a really bad idea, because if I have my pistol in a secondary holster, it's going to be fighting me on the draw, whereas you see that the way I do it here, I open and it presents and it's easy to get. So that's why we don't really recommend a secondary holster. We have provisions for it. Some folks really feel like they have to have it. Fine. That's not really the way it was designed. So I'll actually start that again just so I can show you in one smooth motion. So once again, I'm prepped here over this. Support hand, elbow up so that I'm not going to flag myself as I draw. I pull open and simultaneously go for the gun. I pull it out, and then I can punch out into my isosceles. And that's the basics of it. You spend a little bit of time with it, get accustomed to it. It's a quick way to go. All right, so that was drawing from a kit bag. The next thing, a lot of people say, hey, can you wear a pack over it? And the answer is, the whole point of the kit bag is a way to carry your pistol not on your belt line, so you can put a belted pack on over it. Also, it's a way that your pistol can always be with you when you take your pack off. So anyway, as I alluded to earlier, for me, for comfort, for carrying on a pack, I loosen these a little bit. Now, if I wasn't carrying with a pack, that might make this ride up more than I want in back. But for carrying with a pack, we're about to fix that problem. Now, the way that the kit bag, you can just wear the pack over the kit bag. A lot of guys who are accustomed to wearing plate carriers never use what we call the lifter straps. Personally, I would not ever go without lifter straps with a pack because of the benefits they provide. So, you put your pack on. I already have the lifter straps mounted to the pack here. That's these little pieces here. They come with some of the models of kit bags, or they can be purchased separately. It's nice to have a pair of these just permanently staged on whatever different packs you might want to carry your kit bag underneath. And there's a lot of packs. These aren't just Hill People gear packs. Anywhere that you've got a piece of 1-inch webbing that you can get one of these slick clips on is a place where you could potentially dock a kit bag. Once you put your pack on, which went on over the kit bag just like wearing a jacket over a t-shirt, the next thing I'm going to do is clip it with my sternum strap, and then I'm going to reach up and grab these lifter straps and attach them to the kit bag with a Grimlock. Now, these Grimlocks come with every model of kit bag. They're not always mounted on the kit bag, but every kit bag does come with a pair of these Grimlocks. So now what I've effectively done is taken all of the weight of the kit bag off of the harness that it's on and put it onto the pack suspension. And I can even fine-tune that by lifting like this. So now I have all the breathing space in the world that I want. Yes, the kit bag is still mounted to the harness, but none of the weight's on the harness. It's all in the pack. And first of all, particularly with a heavy kit bag like my standard kit bag, which I'll get into in a minute, it's really nice not to have that weight on the harness at all and just have it on the pack. But the second thing is, with the smaller packs like this is our Connor, I don't have it mounted on a belt. It creates a counterbalance load, and it actually makes the pack more comfortable because the pack isn't just pulling back like this. Although Hill People gear packs do land in your lumbar a lot, and we do a lot to make them comfy, it's still more comfortable to put some weight on front to keep the pack from wanting to climb back. So that's another reason that I'm always going to use lifter straps. And this setup, for mountain biking, hiking, whatever, it works great. So then when I get ready to take my pack off, it's as simple as hitting these Grimlocks, taking my sternum strap off, and now I still have my pistol and all of my possibles with me. And the other benefit we talk about elsewhere, whatever this set of possibles is that I always want, now it's portable from I'm riding in the rig, I'm on a bicycle, I'm putting on a different pack, I'm backpacking, or I'm day hiking or something like that. That standard set of possibles is just always with me, and it's portable from setup to setup. So what's in your kit bag? This is a question that we get all the time on our forums, on our Facebook owners group. So we thought it'd be interesting for you folks to see what the guy who invented the kit bag carries in his. My preference is the search and rescue kit bag. I do have a couple recons that I use for different applications, like with a bunch of rifle mags and stuff, but for a while I tried to run a light and a heavy kit bag, but for me, this bag with all the stuff I need just as easy. I use it for mountain biking, everything. So because it's a SAR, it has the two columns of pals here, so I have a fixed blade knife mounted. Next thing folks are going to ask, how? All you have to do is take a malice clip or any single row plastic clip, and if you have a Kydex sheath, this is leather wrapped Kydex, you just drill some dang holes in the malice clip and screw it through into your sheath, and then you can mount it like that. I do recommend, unless you have really good friction fit, secondary retention here. I've just rigged up some bungee cord to keep this thing in. And then my nice spoon. It amuses me to have a spoon on the outside, but the real reason it's here is because it's too long and hard. Everywhere I tried to put it inside, it kind of messed with the drape, so this is an easier thing to have on the outside. We sell these North American Rescue tourniquet kits, and that's a real popular item to run on the bottom row of PALs. In my case, I've actually converted it to carry a little mini tripod that I created for my camera. For me, this is vital support gear. This mini tripod, this way if I've just got the kit bag, I have the way to support my camera. Something I've always done, we have these two tabs underneath here, which can be used for a lot of things. Some folks will put a hand warmer there. We put it on there for the stabilizer strap for running. As a side note, a lot of people think, oh, I got to have that. Some folks like it, some don't. I've never needed it for mountain biking or hiking. For running, I could see why you'd run one. But at any rate, I've always had a little mini carabiner there for my gloves. Sometimes I have a small enough load that my gloves can be inside my kit bag, but really it's been a long time since I've been able to do that. So from the outside in, front slot pocket here, I have some basic navigation gear. So I have my Garmin Mini, and I have a little base plate compass, and that's, let's see. And then I also carry a charging cable for this piece of electronics, just in case, and then the Surefire EP3. I got a pair of those in there for hunting purposes or anywhere that I really feel like I need a decent quasi-active ear pro. So that's the outside. And sometimes on a given trip, I might also put my map, like my printed maps or anything like that, in this compartment. Main compartment. Now this is kind of an ironic thing. My primary piece of gear in the backcountry is my camera. And so ironically, since I moved back to free America, I don't really need to conceal my firearm that much. And I don't have space with all of this kit to have a firearm. I have a little bit of space, like in camp I'll carry my pistol in the pistol compartment, but for the most part I don't, simply because there's not really enough space with this big old camera. I have this in one of our short organizer buckets, so the lens just sets in there. I have, this is the viewfinder that can attach to this camera. Underneath that, I have a Petzl headlamp, and I have also a spare battery for the camera. So that all is on that side. On this other side, I have a pair of binoculars, and then I carry a, this is the insulated neck gaiter thing. I've carried beanies before. For me, this is a little bit more versatile because I can wear it as a hood. I can wear it kind of as a do-rag underneath a cowboy hat, but anyway, that's my insulated headgear that's always in there. In the two front slot pockets there, insect repellent. Obviously I don't need it this time of year, but I always get to the spring and forget to have it in there, and then I get hit by mosquitoes, so it's easier just to have it in there year round. I have a fire starting kit, kind of a micro fire starting kit. On the other side, better earplugs for when I don't need kind of a passive thing. I really need decent ear pro for shooting. I carry a hammer gel. That's something that, you know, I don't carry a lot of food in mine, but if I'm really starting to bonk, like I'm backpacking, I'm bad about not stopping to eat. Here's a big old hill I got to climb. I'll hit this 15 minutes before as I'm walking, and that'll give me something I need to get over the top. And then I have a little mini case of meds in here, some ibuprofen, some stuff like that. And then lens wipes for the camera. And now in the pistol compartment, since I don't use it for a pistol other than when I'm in camp, which is a heavy-duty trash bag. That's a contractor bag that's obviously orange, so that's signaling, shelter, all of that. I have at times carried a flat 1-liter water bladder in here as a way to purify water. Oh, you know what? I know there were water tabs in here. I just didn't fish them out of the bottom of the case. And then, as it turns out, I've got maps from like my last 2 trips that I forgot to pull out of here. So that's what I have in my kit bag. As many kit bags as there are in the world. That's probably how many different loadouts there are, but that's what I carry in mine. So today we've gone over how to fit your kit bag, how to put a pack on over it, how to rig it to the pack with lifter straps, how that's supposed to carry, and then we've talked through what's in my kit bag.